losing is always free and fun.
Two kinds of people that come to play craps. There's two kinds of people that are in this world, and there's two kinds of people that gamble and play any different thing. But I generally say there's two kinds of people. Those who don't know and those who don't care. I always try to stay away from those people that don't care. We can always help and advise and suggest to those people that don't know. But those people that don't care, they don't care. And they can really screw things up for other people when they don't care about anything. Or let's go specifically at the craps table. So this is the puck you all know that is at the craps table. The puck is on or the puck is off, okay? Now, how that works is this. You got a roller that rolls a number, okay? And it starts off in the off position. New roller comes out, rolls out a number. We're just gonna throw a number. There's a hard 4, okay? Okay, so the puck goes on. It goes on up there at the 4, okay? So, when the puck is on, please don't buy in when the puck is on, okay? It's craps etiquette. I know a lot of you who don't care will do it, and it ticks everybody off at the table, okay? Because you're buying in, whether you're buying in with your lunch money, $20, $30, $40, or you're buying in with $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, $2,000. You might even be buying them with what I buy in with $5 grand every night, okay? But have some craps etiquette. What do they say? Chivalry is dead. Okay, have some craps etiquette, okay? When you have a table, now, I understand, go all at it. When the puck is off, when there's gonna be a new roller, or when a point was hit, the puck goes off on the craps table, okay? Have at it, buy in with your lunch money, buy in with whatever amount you want to buy in with, because it's kind of in timeout, it's recess, it's intermission. It's okay. When the puck is off, go at it, okay? Now, there are some people, myself included, even when I'm not playing and I want to play, and they got a hot roll going, or they almost have made them all on the craps table. They may be missing 1 or 2 or 3 numbers, okay? And they have a roll, they keep hitting 4 and 5 points, okay? So they hit a point and it goes off. Now, it's okay if you want to buy in, but sometimes people like myself or a lot of others say, listen, I don't want to screw up the mojo. I don't want to screw up this roll. You guys just keep on rolling. I'm not going to stop and buy in at this time. It's okay if you do, but it's really nice if you don't, okay? Now, when the puck is on, okay, try not to buy in. It just, generally speaking, what happens, and I know a lot of you will write and say, that's not true. Generally speaking, that bad number comes out. So try not to buy in when the puck is on, okay? The other thing is, when the craps table's hot, and there's a lot of people standing at the craps table, let's say there's 14 people, you know that you can only have 16 people at a craps table. 8 people on one side, 8 people on the other side. The dealer on this side, and there's a dealer on this side. You got the box person, and then back here, next is the stick man. I always stay to the left or the right of the stick man because I want to make my bets so that they can hear what I'm saying. Or I can almost whisper to the box, to the stick man, hey, listen, give me a $10 hard 8, give me this, give me that, give me a horn number. Instead of being all the way at the end of the craps table and saying, yelling it. And when sometimes the craps table gets so loud that it's beneficial to stay closer. And the other thing, I have another superstition, and I've mentioned it this time, is that I would rather, when I played football in college, I would rather try to kick a 30-yard field goal than a 50-yard field goal. I couldn't kick a 50-yard field goal, but sometimes I would practice and I would be able to kick 30-yard field goals, okay? That's just a little bit more than an extra point. So what I mean by that is when I am throwing the dice, I would rather throw 30-yard field goal instead of going all the way at the end of the table and trying to kick or throw a 50-yard field goal, okay? I know a lot of you say it doesn't matter how the dice are thrown, it doesn't matter, okay? It does. It does to me and a lot of people that are dice setters. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on-off etiquette. Okay, craps etiquette. Also, don't disrupt the table. Don't disrupt the table by saying, hey, I'm buying in and I'm trying to get in between people and hey, can you move over? And the craps table is tight enough anyhow. It is always tight, okay? And they make these spaces on the craps table big enough for a very, very tiny child, basically, even though kids can't play craps legally. But so the last time I was with Big Ron. Ron's gigantic, okay? He's a big boy. He took up 3 or 4 spots, okay? Nothing against Ron, I love Ron, he's great. And he makes comments on my thing and he's fantastic. And he did mention that he won that last cruise in Hawaii that we got off of. He ended up winning, and so anyhow, but don't try to shimmy yourself in, okay? Just wait for somebody to leave. You know what? Sometimes you might not even be able to get in on the craps table because it's so busy, it's so high. And I know there's people that complain about, well, I'm not allowed to get up on the craps table, it's so busy. I always say the early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. Get there early. Everybody knows that the craps table opens up at 8 o'clock, generally speaking, on Princess Cruises. Get there at freaking 7:45, okay? I remember me, Steve, and Nancy, they would sit there, we'd start at 7:30, we'd just sit there. Steve and Nancy would just sit there, 7:30. And shout out to them, they're great people. Thanks for your last email. And they supposedly just had such a bang up night playing craps on one of the Princess Cruises. They said Nancy just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And they rolled so good that the next night, the box man was the manager of the casino sitting there, and the assistant manager actually just wanted to keep watching Steve and Nancy, thinking, how are they setting the dice so good and throwing them so good? And so Steve wrote me that email and said, hey, it was like the assistant manager kept watching me, watching Nancy set the dice, like they were getting ready to throw in, magic dice that they were playing with. No magic dice. Sometimes you have a really hot roll, sometimes when you set the dice, sometimes when you don't set the dice, you just have that unbelievable roll. Okay, we've all seen that before. But anyhow, back to the real story. Is on, off, show some crap etiquette. Don't get everybody so ticked off at you at the craps table. That's terrible. You don't want that to happen. The other thing that is real different than, and people ask me, the difference between, like I just got back from Vegas also. Playing at Vegas at the 15 million different casinos, and they all have 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 craps tables, you're never gonna see those people again after you leave that session, ever. I mean, you might see somebody, but odds are it's a never. And you never can get bored of going to different casinos, whether you're Bellagio or you walk all the way down to Mandalay Bay, okay? Or you go into Fremont, okay? There's so many places to play craps. But on a cruise ship, when you're on that cruise ship, whether it's 7, 10, 14, 15, 16, 20 days, you're gonna see that same person all the time at the craps table, all the time. Every night, you're gonna see the same people at the craps table. And that's why some people that want to play craps that don't get a chance to play craps because they're not early birds. They don't get there early enough. We secure our spots. Call it bad. I got people, they know where I'm standing, so they always stay me a spot. Or I got other people that they'll just put their medallion down right on the rack at the spot they want to be at. That's fine. Okay, they're serious craps players. And but remember, be kind, be nice, be helpful. If somebody doesn't know, remember the two kind of people. Those that don't know, those don't care. Those that don't care are never taking any advice, anything from anybody, because guess what? They know it all. I don't think most of the time they know crap, okay? But I let them go. Okay, you're right, okay. The ones that don't know, man, they're like a sponge most of the time. I have so many people that write me and say, hey Mark, I'm going on this cruise. I'm playing with you. Do you mind if you shadow me? Or, a great example is Steve and Nancy. Over a year ago, Steve and Nancy said, listen, we don't know how to play craps. Can we shadow you? I got goosebumps from that one. Those people are fantastic. They shadowed me for a week. They are 10 times better craps players than I am. Okay? I'm really good at earning free cruises, but as far as their betting style and their way, fantastic. But they wanted to learn, okay? And like if you looked at one of my last videos, my buddy Mark, who just never played craps and just slot machines, he said, Mark, I want you to teach me, okay? I'm not a great player, but I'm not so bad at teaching, okay? Because I play a lot of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to show you how to win, because I don't know how to win myself, okay? I try, and I win a lot sometimes, and I lose a lot sometimes. But anyhow, keep the filter, and we're way off topic. I didn't mean to go that long. Anyhow, on, off, craps etiquette. And people get attitudes. The I don't care people. If this puck is on and it's a hot roll and people are making money and they're saying, gosh, I want to get in and get in. And they actually sometimes just throw their medallion and throw their money. You've seen it before. And I've seen before where the guy or gal is throwing the dice and it hits that knucklehead's medallion, cash, or even their hand. And guess what? It doesn't matter. No fact. It doesn't matter what happens. Whatever that number lands, that's what the casino counts. So get your hand. Don't buy in when this is on. Okay? That's it for now.